on my screen then.
Just... Yeah, okay, now we're allowed to tape. Hello everyone watching the archive.
Yeah, hello, blah blah, it's hot.
What's the temperature out there?
Outside right now is just touching on 90, which means inside this house it is currently about 110.
We have switched temperatures this week because it is 65 here.
Jesus.
Usually I'm sitting up here and it's like, don't let anyone see how much you're dying, and you're 2 seconds away from melting.
Yeah, I was talking to T about it. I was like, dude, go look at like the last year's like summer episodes and the start of this year's summer episodes. You can literally see me melt throughout the course of the show.
Yeah, just like
I'll start like, yeah,
down
go, and then by the end I'm just like, oh,
it's so humid, I can feel it.
And here's a note for you, Boston. Make sure that the pre-show for T-Bomb R also goes in the Outcasts.
Yes. Put another note here on my list. T-Bomb R Arrow Outcast. I'll know what that means. Wink.
Yep. But yeah, no, you might hear dripping in the background. If you do, that's just the AC unit that we have dripping into a big purple bowl because we don't have a pipe to feed it out the window. Okay. So, if anybody needs to pee because of my audio, I do apologize.
Alright, you ready to get started?
Yes, I am.
Let me pull up my notes here. Wherever they are, they're there. Alright, let's get started here in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of the Binding of Moonpir Boston Rebirth.
So professional.
I'm your host, Boston. Joining me, as always, in the basement is Moonpir.
Hello.
Boy, this week
yeah. Let's start with the dailies. AKA, I don't think you did Mondays.
I totally forgot.
Which is good for me because that's the one day I took this week was the day you didn't compete. Right. That's the kind of week I've had.
Most of these runs, I'd say the first half of the week was fine.
I was just performing poorly.
Yeah.
Like, hands in the air for that for me. I was just performing really badly this week.
Ditto for me the second half of the week, and I think after Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were all just...
the worst?
Just real, like... I wanted to talk about Tuesday's run. It was an Eve normal mode cathedral run. I picked up... The first item room was number 1.
Yep, I picked that up too.
I picked that up and I was thinking, you know what? Okay, let's get weird. Let's have a number 1 run right off the bat. Yep. I also picked up 9 lives, which was
I did that too.
Real bad combo. I'm dropping a lot of frames on this video. Then I got rubber cement. And the whipworm trinket.
I didn't have that one.
Yeah, and a lot of range upgrades. And that turned into probably one of my more fun runs I've had in a really long time, because it was just hold down the button and the screen is just full of tears.
That's the best kind. When the best kind, even more than that, I think, is when you fire once and it's just like, my tears are so large that you ain't got no hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's my favorite kind.
Yeah. I think looking at the rest of the week, I sort of put up a lot of runs that were like in the 2,000 point range. And
I did too.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to look at the score because I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure you beat me pretty much every single day. Today's run, I didn't even look at your whole photo. I just looked at like the cutoff of the screen cap before I actually clicked the picture to see it all. So that you had 20,000. I was like, I'm not even going to bother because I didn't even hit past like floor 5.
Well, the weird part about this one is, number 1, we had back-to-back Blue Baby runs, which is just the Geneva Conventions, I think, says something about that. Today, got 9 lives pretty early, and unfortunately got Curse of the Blind on one floor and picked up an item after the boss, and it was experimental treatment.
Yep.
Which did real bad things to my tier rate. I burned through 7 of my lives by the 5th floor.
Jeez.
And then all of a sudden I get Abaddon, the Mark, Horror Babylon, and the Pact. And the rest of that run was fine.
Yeah. That amount of damage upgrade, you're looking at a cakewalk.
Yeah. Although I did miss boss rush by 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm glad I died early.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last week was the story of me missing boss rush by 1 second. This week was the story of me not even getting to mom.
Yeah.
Like, really, really bad. Today's daily wasn't even anything special. I'm very curious if the like, I remember we talked a while ago about we had a random daily in the middle of the week where it wasn't tied to any particular holiday, and we thought maybe it's because it was out of sync, like calendar wise.
Right.
And I can't help but think maybe that Family Man challenge that we had on one of those days was a Father's Day one.
Right. Probably, yeah.
Because it was like, I think it was last week or something, which would make sense depending on the daily's synchronicity. Yeah. Because come on, Nicholas isn't going to keep up to date with updates and calendars. No. Come on.
And I don't blame him. That's too hard.
Yes. So, I mean, are we pretty much done with the dailies?
Yeah, I think the final verdict for this week was, oh boy, that was rough. Yeah.
Quick shout out here for T. Like I keep talking, me, T-Bomb Rocks, and Brain Eater community members, we all talk and have a chat about progress and stuff like that. He had a hell of a good run.
He hit me up on Discord about it yesterday.
Yep. Boss Rush, Satan, Mom's Heart, and something else all at one time.
Yep. And
that was one of those runs where, like, that's the type of run where you just like, okay, I love this game again.
Yeah, nothing can stop me.
Brick wall. you just like, yep, this game is great. I love this game. Thank you for all of that progress. Oh, and speaking of progress, shall we talk about my progress?
Sure. I actually made a little progress this week, but I'm very interested to hear yours.
Oh, do you want to go first?
Sure. I discovered I had a bunch of money sitting in my Microsoft wallet. I had like $7-8.
Yep.
So I thought, oh, okay, let's buy Binding of Isaac again, and bought it on Xbox One.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, you now own this on every platform it's available on.
I do not own the 3DS version, and I don't own the iPhone version. Because you have to have a new 3DS to play it, and that's Afterbirth. And I didn't buy it on the iPhone because they never upgraded it past Rebirth. Okay, let me correct that. You own this game on every platform that it matters on. Yeah, that like currently supported platforms. Yeah. Yes, I do. So I fired it up and I was like, all right, let's do the beginning run. Just do an Isaac normal mode, get the first ending, sort of start it. And on my first run, I unlocked Lazarus and Azazel. Yep. And I turned in a guppy. Yep. I was just like, okay, well, this has turned out pretty nicely. Oh, that's the best feeling. Yeah, I unlocked, I think, 4 achievements. Yep. Yeah. Welcome to the attempting to get the full gamer score in this game club, by the way. Yep. I have it on PS4, and if I wanted to put in the time again, I could probably do it on Xbox One, but when you start that greed mode farming, that's where I usually... True. That I can understand. So yeah, my progress then. So hold on, let me do the mental checklist in my head. What do I need to do? What have I got left to do in this game? Oh, that's right. Keeper runs. The friggin' keeper. Oh. So I probably took about another 60 runs with the keeper this week. Okay. And none of them were anything special. Absolutely 0 special runs.
It is worth mentioning, on a completely non-special, this run is a pile of garbage run, I did manage to beat It Lives.
Hey, nice.
So I finally have my first post-it note done, and second greed mode already done, of course.
Right.
And I unlocked Super Ghost.
Great.
Super Ghost, baby, whatever that is.
Great.
But then I thought, let's just keep going.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not dead. Let's keep going. So then I went up and totally did Hush with
Wow.
with the keeper.
What did you unlock for that?
The keeper holds a penny. He starts with 1 penny.
Oh, I forgot that he didn't start with wooden nickel.
Oh no, it wasn't that. It was the fact that he starts with 1 penny in his inventory.
Oh. That's horrible.
For beating Hoy.
Oh no, did I just lose Moon?
On hard mode.
Oh, you're back. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah. So I beat Hush on a random, hopefully this works kind of run with the keeper on hard mode, and all I got was a penny for the keeper. Whoop-dee-doo.
That stink. Did you also unlock sticky nickels?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Probably not
So
then.
no. I did go on to face Isaac though,
Okay.
and I beat Isaac.
Hey.
And the keeper now starts with a wooden nickel.
Yes. That's going to help you run so much.
Yes, it is. And then why not? I went on to beat Blue Baby with the keeper as well and unlocked Deep Pockets and got myself an achievement for the keeper with Deep Pockets. Whoa, yes.
It's unfortunate Deep Pockets isn't that great, but yes.
Nope. I now have 4 slots left open on the keeper's post-it note.
Oh, man.
4. Boss Rush, Satan,
The lamb. Yeah.
and Mega Satan. They are the 4 things I have left.
I mean, you've already taken care of Hush, which I would argue is probably harder than Boss Rush with Keeper. Yeah, I don't know.
I would potentially agree with you. I literally just took the chance. I thought, I'm here. I might as well give her a shot. I'm never going to make it anyway.
Yeah.
I was lucky because I did have Maggie's ribbon. And
Nice.
I did have the Swallow Penny. So I was frequently getting the Bubble Shield, which allowed me to just drop in real close and hit a whole bunch of damage.
That's
so
not bad.
thank you, Maggie's ribbon. The only time I've ever seen you and used you effectively.
I wonder if the Polaroid works with the Keeper. Does Keeper get the Polaroid invincibility?
I don't think is it invincibility? Do any of them get invincibility? I thought it was just like the enemies can't see you.
No, with the Polaroid, you're thinking of Faded Polaroid. That's the one where it makes you invisible every once in a while.
Yes.
The Polaroid will give you, if you don't have any red hearts, it will give you invincibility like that bubble, like some of the other items do.
Oh, I might have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I'll have to look, but
yeah, I'm now down essentially to like 4 items to pick up and 4 post-it notes left, or 5 items to pick up and 4 post-it note stamps left.
do you know what your what the last items are?
So close. I'm pretty sure 2 of them are.
Mega Blast is one for sure.
That was really weird. I got a whole bunch of lag and then loud buzzy noises. I think the Razor Blade. I can't remember if it's the self-sacrifice one. You get something from beating, not Blue Baby, but the lamb. You get something for killing the lamb with the keeper. Okay. So I know I'll have to do that, pick that thing up at some point, but I don't know what the last 4 are. I just want the keeper runs to be done.
Yeah, one you'll have is Mega Blast. That's the one you unlock after doing
Mega Satan. Yeah, with everybody.
Everyone.
That's the best stupid dumb ability in the game.
Yeah.
Just because it transfers through all of the screens. Like, anytime I can pick that up on a daily, I pick that thing up on a daily just because it's fun to blast yourself through doorways and then wipe everything out in the next room.
Sticky Nickels, Store Key. Oh, that'll help. Karma, Rib of Greed. These are all trinkets. Deep Pockets is the one. Huh. That's weird. I thought he had more stuff that wasn't trinkets that are unlockables, but I guess not.
I wish. Ugh, stupid keeper.
All right, let's move on to our questions here. First up from Adamak Beats on YouTube. Says, thanks as always for getting my questions. Thanks for sending them in.
You're welcome.
Some really helpful advice in here. Starting with the D6 is my new goal, so I'll be trying to beat the Cathedral with Blue Baby. Problem is, I haven't even beaten the Cathedral with Isaac yet. After hearing your advice, I think I've just been avoiding things that are important. I never look for secret rooms unless I have 99 bombs, Ipecac, etc. I just never want to waste the bombs, as I like using them on marked rocks and sometimes bosses. I do use the arcade a lot, though. P.S. I love Ipecac. It's actually the one item which has got me the farthest. Just goes to show how everyone's playstyle is different, as you guys always say.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that there's so many different builds that so many different people love.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would recommend marked rocks are really important to use your bombs on, but I think
secret rooms, I think, are just as equally important, just because of the things you can get from there. Like, you can go into a secret room and get infamy, or you can get like the secret rooms with the 4 pedestals and the 4, or the pedestal and the 4 keepers around. 99% of the time, that's something incredible. Every now and again, it's Bob's brains.
Transcendence, or
yep,
something like guppy items can show up in there too.
Yep.
I think I would say I sort of fight with myself, because I think when you look at normal item rooms as opposed to super secret item rooms, normal ones are typically pretty great. Super secret can 50-50, they can sometimes be pretty bad.
Yeah, it's also worth mentioning for the normal secret rooms, if you find yourself looking for them, that can be a way into a sacrifice room or a way into a store if you don't have any keys.
Yeah, item room too.
Yep, they're almost always connected to like other rooms, and 90% of the time when I go in sacrifice rooms, it's through a secret room, and then just going in sideways rather than through the stupid teeth door.
Oh yeah, for the curse rooms, yeah.
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 Oh yeah, sacrifice rooms are the other ones.
I would say trying to beat the Cathedral with Blue Baby is a really great exercise in trying to avoid as much damage as you can.
Yep.
So that will upgrade.
I don't know how I ever did it.
Yeah, you just get one of those really great runs. So I'd probably recommend that. And he does mention he uses the arcade a lot. I have to get so much better at using the arcade. It only costs 1 cent, and a lot of times there's just 3 cents sitting on the ground. So at the very least, you're net up, and sometimes you can find good stuff in there. I just need to be better about that. Yep.
At some point, I need to try and find a blood donation machine while I'm using Keeper with a solo penny and see if that trick works. Like, see if it's possible to just make myself infinite money and then wipe out the shops as a really good powering up the Keeper kind of moment.
Yeah, I don't remember if that does, but that with
Piggy Bank?
Refresh?
Yes.
Would probably be incredibly powerful, especially if you you could potentially get not blood bag but IV bag. Just take that with you and kind of
just keep on sacrificing,
keep on hurting yourself.
Yeah.
T-Bomb Rocks writes, Moonpir has been a really great Sherpa for Brain Eater, Rob, and I. He helps us without giving too much away. I also had a friend do this with Dark Souls 2, which got me into the Souls series. How do you balance helping someone at a game while helping them get better?
It's knowing the audience, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's knowing, is this someone who is going to want to sit there and figure everything out by themselves, or is this someone who's going to want you to just hand everything to them so they can know stuff immediately?
Yeah.
Like, I know with Rob and T, I skate at the edges a little bit, and it's like, this is stuff that's helpful, stuff that's not a big deal. If I tell you, figure all the stuff out yourself.
Right.
Whereas if it was someone like my wife was giving it a chance, she would want to know what every single item does as soon as she picks it up. Otherwise, she would just quit playing the game.
Yeah. Should I pick this up? Yes or no?
Yeah. So it just becomes about like knowing your audience. Like, if someone prefers it one way, give it to them that way. If someone prefers it a different way, give it to them that way. Like, it's just about getting to know who you're dealing with.
Yeah. And I think part of a thing too with Isaac for most people is letting them have that ride. You know, the same ride that you and I had, where it's sort of like, okay, this item sort of looks like another item that I picked up that I really liked before. Is it that, or whoops, it's Ipecac? You know, like,
Yep.
Okay, I had a good run before this, and now, like, maybe let's try and figure out a way to make this work.
Yeah. Whoops, it's soy milk.
Yeah, exactly. Where it's like, hey, it's chocolate. No, it's not. Oh. But yeah, I one of the things I like to have most people do when I'm trying to help them with Binding of Isaac is just letting them have that experience.
Yep.
Because I feel like that's not the only way to play Isaac, but I think it's the best way, and the way that when most people have experienced the game, that's how they've done it. I feel like that makes them stick with it a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of the joy of Isaac, in my opinion, is the discovery of everything.
Yep.
But if you don't want to do that, and your joy is like hitting that challenge wall and seeing how you do, like, that's absolutely fine. If you want to go in there just logically and have that flowchart basically dictated for you, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you prefer to go in and find your own playstyle, that's fine too.
Yeah. Isaac is here for you.
Yes.
With about another 1,000 hours of gameplay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for writing in. And if you'd like to send us a question, go ahead and write us basically everywhere you listen to or watch this.
Yep.
It's a good chance that place will send me an email with your question in it, and you'll get on the show. So that's our episode. Thank you, Moonpir, for joining me yet again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Apologies, everyone, for this video. Dropped about half the frames in it.